Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for coming back. Just want to share a little bit about what has currently been going on. I recently took my exam. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I was studying for my content exam in art so I can teach art, be an art teacher. And it was something that was very, I would say it was a bold move. Given the fact that previously before in the year I was just like I could not imagine myself being a teacher. I was not, as you said, I was not just able to really operate and just be able to manage a room full of children. And then, life happened and it came out to, being a substitute was like the only job that was like coming around. Everywhere else that I applied for, it was like, oh, you don't meet our standards and whatnot. So, it was very interesting. I took on the job and I was able to do summer school as well. And for summer school, it was like alternative kids, which was very interesting because I was shook because I didn't know it was alternative school until the first day of class. And like since then I was teaching math. Like I was solely a teacher, like teaching these kids math. It was a lot of theorems. And what was really interesting is that, instead of finding myself irritated and stuff about like how they were acting and stuff, I was more so frustrated by not being able to help them or not being able to get things across to them. And I was just so determined to at least have every day be successful, no matter if they were learning math or if I was just giving them any life lessons. I just wanted to stimulate their critical thinking skills and just get them to think about like their decisions in life, if nothing else. And so, it turned out that the kids ended up liking me towards the end. It tends to happen towards the end of the cycle, or I should say the journey. The kids start to warm up to you and everything, and I really appreciate it. That was very rewarding. I did receive a lot of revelations throughout the whole summer school program. And like they say, the very thing that frustrates you is what you're passionate about. And I didn't realize that I was really passionate about teaching the students until I just really got irritated by how others were perceiving the kids or perceiving just education overall, just seen it as a business more so than seeing it as like a true purpose of really making changes and impacts in these children's lives. So like from that day, the end of the school, the summer school, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. So I started studying for my content exam, and I started off like really banking on the content exam because I'm like, not only will it help me to impact the kids, but it'll also impact, my life with my fiance. The hardship that we were going through, it would, definitely help us in that area. And so, I had to really check myself. I received conviction, more so about me relying on the test and having, myself lean on God. And it was a lot of times where I was being questioned by friends and family, about different things going on, or if you're sure this is gonna happen, why didn't you decide to test in another subject over, art and stuff like that. And it was really becoming overwhelming. I almost felt attacked in a way. I knew it was the enemy because I knew they meant no harm by it. But I really felt attacked, and like I ordered my study guide booklet, and that ended up getting here later than what it was supposed to, and that just really just had me out of it. And it wasn't until the lady told me that this was a rare case, only happens 1.3 something percent of the time, and I was like, okay, I feel good. Like, this has to be meant to be, because I remember when I went to go do my fingerprints to become a substitute, we had such a hard time getting my fingerprints to go through. And even when it came to my picture, like the guy could not understand why, the quality of the picture was not coming out correctly, while it was so bright, or not in focus. And yeah, this whole process has been very interesting. I should say I did grow from it for sure. Before my test, it was a little rocky. It was a roller coaster with emotions and thoughts, and it took a lot of time for me to truly ask God, like, what I need to do at the moment, because there was times where I was studying a lot, but I wasn't able to create much, and I was looking at everybody around me creating and doing things that they are trying to pursue, and I'm just over here studying, and I'm like, okay, this is the only thing I should be doing. And when I would try to do other things, it was like I couldn't give it my all, because I need time to invest into studying for my exam. I did grow to be diligent. That area of me has definitely grown a lot. I have definitely learned to what extent I should really invest time into things, to what extent I should spend time on certain things throughout the day, or each day overall, when I should when it's time to quit for the day, when it's time to stop. Also, I would just say just me as a person, and just being able to go back to that student side of myself, where I'm literally having to study and test myself, was interesting. And I didn't realize how hard it could be, but it's really hard. And it's not something that I can say was easier back when I was in college, but being that I went to college right after high school, it was more so like habit to continue, as to like now was a habit I had to regain for this. And so that was definitely interesting. So yeah, I definitely did stay encouraged and positive. I was grateful the day of my exam. I was so determined to stay distracted from experiencing anything of negativity, because I didn't want to have any doubts or any concerns or worries about the exam. So I'm just like, I'm giving it to God. I did my part. Now, it's time for God to, work it out for me. And so, thankfully, my fiance Josh, he had a photo shoot that day, which turned out to be really fun and great. I enjoyed being part of it, being involved, and I talked to friend Jade after the photo shoot, and she's really assured me, that it's gonna work out and everything. And went to my mom's to have lunch, and we were leaving out. She spoke life into me, positivity, which I definitely appreciated. And we got back to the house before leaving out, and my friend Patrice called me, and even on the way there, Josh was steadily, encouraged me and stuff, which was it was very helpful, because I looked at my admission ticket and saw that we need to arrive at 4:30, no later than 4:30, or you'd be turned away. And when we looked at the GPS, it said that we would arrive at 4:35. And so I'm like, oh great, I'm praying, I'm like, God, please just let your will be done, allow me to get in, because I recall talking to Jay just hours before, and she was saying, make sure you get there early, because when I took my exam, there was a few people that turned away. And so I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to make it. And he was just like, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna work itself out, we're gonna get you there, I'm gonna make sure we get you there. He was speeding and everything, and I appreciate him doing that for me and staying calm for me. There was moments where I kept looking at the paper, and he told me to turn it over, so I wouldn't look at it, and play some worship music, just to just get that, regain that energy, regain that focus, and just have that positive mindset to be able to take the test. And when I got there, there was nobody at the desk. I'm like, it's about to be 5, I need somebody to check me in. And the lady was like, one moment, and she got me in there, and I was able to sign in and everything, and the whole process, like, I was just smiling, like, I was just grateful to get in. I was like, if nothing, like, I was able to at least take my test, and I was sitting there at the desk, and I prayed before I started my exam, because I knew before that day before Friday, I was taking some practice exams, and I took the one on the alternative program that I'm going through for my teacher certification, and that exam was so contrary to what I had been studying, let alone, while I was studying my study guide, it was different from what I was studying Quizlets, and I was just like, okay, like, I'm done. And so once I started my test and saw how it was, I was like, oh, I'm actually good, like, it's good. I'm still waiting to see my scores. I'm just more so eager. I'm not nervous or anything. I'm just eager to, see it. I keep thinking to myself of like how great my testimony is gonna be, like just what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna share and everything. I'm just really excited. I have more confidence that I passed than anything. I'm just ready to see it, because friends keep calling and asking me have I got my scores yet, and I keep telling them, when I know, you know. So I'm just ready for all of us to know what the result is. And I will definitely share it with you guys. But yeah, this overall, this was just me learning to be diligent, me learning to fully lean on God, and just erasing, the doubts, the fears, and concerns from my mind, from my spirit, and just being truly humble throughout it all. I will tell you, I have not had like high confidence in it. I just been more so speaking into existence, doing my part, studying those areas I struggle with, and just still at the end of the day, knowing that there's still life after this exam, regardless of what the result is. And so, I just know I'm not gonna fail. Whether or not I have passed the exam, I'm not gonna fail. Whether, even if I have passed the exam, it doesn't mean that this is it. Like, there's still more for me to accomplish, still more for me to embark on. So I just know that, at the end of the day, He will never leave me nor forsake me. He has great plans over my life, and I witness His favor, not only in my life, but in others' lives every day, and I just continue to be faithful. So, through all this, I just encourage you all to steadily be faithful, steadily be obedient and submissive to what God has in store for you. Always pray to be in agreement with what He has planned for you, because a lot of times we don't want to step and be in agreement with what God wants us to do, but it has our best interests at the end of the day. Because the only understanding that we have is the understanding that the world has given us to understand. So in order for us to gain His understanding, we have to die to ourselves in order for the Holy Spirit to take over and us to gain that understanding that we truly need to have as followers of Christ. I will be sharing my results with you guys. So I just thank you guys so much. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below if you felt inspired, or how you felt during this video, or how are you feeling currently during your walk, your journey with Christ. And yeah, just stay tuned. Until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.